你们好，今天我们会学第14课。我家的后边有一个很漂亮的公园。And excuse my voice, I'm a little sick today, as you guys know. So let's get right into this. Just a couple little easy things today. And this is almost review here. Before, you guys know that we use the verb the. But remember, this is not this the. It's not the possessive the. It's the, which we also know as day, which means must, but in this case it's pronounced the. And it's used to describe verbs. For example, 我写得慢. I write slowly. But in this chapter we're also adding objects. So the basic structure, instead of subject, verb, the, adjective, we now have subject, verb, object, verb, the, adjective. So here are a couple examples. 我说英文说得很好. Second one. 你说话说得太快. 和第三个, 他们吃饭吃得太多. 然后我们也可以说我说得很好，我说得太快，和他们吃的太多。我说得很好 I speak well. 你说得太快 You speak too fast. So fast. 他们吃的太多 They eat too much. But now, when we're adding the objects in, what I erased for a second in the middle, we're saying what exactly. So it's no longer 我说得很好 I speak well. It's 我说英文说得很好. And it's not just you talk, it's you speak 说话的太快 You speak too fast. And it's not that you eat too fast, you eat food too fast. 你吃饭吃得太多. In some of these, like 说话 and 吃饭, they have to be together. These are the verb drivers that go together to make a verb. So another way to think about this is that we're describing the verb. So if this is the verb right here, and then we have 的很好. If you didn't have this right here, you'd be describing the English. And we're not saying the English is good. We're saying that how you speak the English, how I speak the English is good. So you simply repeat the verb here and then describe it again. You repeat the verb after the object, describe it. Repeat the verb after the object and describe it. Okay? And we'll practice this tomorrow. The next step, if you want to ask someone how they do a verb, you just use 怎么样. For example, 你说中文说得怎么样? And then you could do the answer. 我说中文说得很好，我说中文说得不好. So you get rid of this and put in the adjective. So it's pretty simple, okay? We're going to use 怎么样, how. 的怎么样, how do you do it? The verb. In this case, it's 说. And the last thing we have today, and this is also almost review, it's really just a little step beyond where we've already been, is verb plus adjective plus EDR, or EDN. So previously, we've learned how to use the phrase adjectival verb or adjective plus EDN to say a little more. For example, we did this way back. This was at the beginning of last year. 你可以便宜一点吗? Can you make it a little cheaper? Can it be a little cheaper? But now we're going to add a verb to the beginning. For example, 请你说慢一点. Excuse me, can you please speak a little slower? Or 请你写大一点. Excuse me, can you write a little bigger? 然后我在写汉字写的太少了，你可以告诉我，请孟老师你写大一点. Right? So that's all I have for you guys today. Very simple. Make sure you have these on your notes, and tomorrow we'll practice a little bit and move on. Have a good night. 再见，明天见。